1, 2, 3, 4. You better watch out, you better not cry, you better not pout, I'm a-telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town. Oh, he's making a list and checking it twice. Gonna find out who's a naughty and nice. Santa Claus is coming to town.
My name is Elisa Sommer. I come from Germany. I am in London to improve my English, because at the moment I started a new career. In Germany we have very common traditions from the north up to the south. We have advent calendar, self-made, with 24 special gifts or little parcels made for the members of the family, especially for the children. In these little parcels are sweets or cookies or other little gifts, but they are very, very little. They have to be very little. We have also advent wreaths. That means a circle of a pine tree, or like this, with 4 candles, 4 red candles. Normally you can also have green candles, and this for every Sunday in the Advent, first Sunday, second, and so on. At the 12th of December, that's the Festival of Light. The 15th of December, there are other traditions belonging to the old German imagines, yes, like to push out the bad ghosts. We call this Perchten. Perchten means the bad ghosts. That meant in former time that for the winter has had to go.
So hello, my name is Adam. I'm from south of France, a city called Toulouse. I'm here in London for an internship.
Hello, my name is Johan. I'm 19. I'm from France in Toulouse, and I'm here to do an internship in the language link school. I'm originally from Senegal in Africa.
I'm from Lebanon.
He's
I'm
Muslim and I'm
he's
Christian.
Christmas in France is a national event. Family get together, get reunited to celebrate this event.
Some family used to have a Christmas tree in the living room, and the whole family decorate this Christmas tree together. A few days before Christmas, like 2 weeks before the Christmas, there is a lot of Christmas market in the city. I'm from Senegal, which is most Muslim country, so they don't celebrate Christmas. My family is Christian, so most of my family go to the church at midnight, and the children stay at home to open their gifts.
I know in Lebanon, Christmas is a very because Lebanon is a very religious society, half of Muslims and the other half of Christians. And if Christmas is a very religious event, at this particular moment Muslims and Christians get together. And even if I'm Muslim, I celebrate Christmas. I remember one Christmas, I was very young, and Santa Claus was next to me, and I pulled his beard, so I realized that was my uncle, so I was disappointed. Now I dress up like Santa Claus. I mean, I used to see my uncles, my granddad, everybody dressing up like Santa Claus and pretend to be. And now I can be the Santa Claus for the younger ones in the family. So that's cool.
I'm 21 years old, from London, but my ethnicity is Nigerian. It's a bit different from in Nigeria and in London. The running up to Christmas usually starts off with food prep, which is like jollof rice, plantain, pepper soup. You like a lot of meat and carbs, unfortunately, so that's like our women are very big food prep stuff. That usually takes a few days, and that's usually the time that the women bond together. Just to teach the new generation to cook. Sometimes we have church services, because I'm Christian, we have music, gospel music, traditional gospel music. Sometimes we dress up. For the men, they have something similar to a dashi. It's like a tunic kind of thing. So it's got embroidery around the neckline, and it's got like African print. And with women, they'll have like a top, a normal top, and then they'll have like a long material that's called a wrapper, and it's basically your skirt, and you have to wrap it basically around your head. Our Christmas is based on God and not Father Christmas, if that makes sense. So everything's usually that's the praise and worship. And praise and worship is long, very long. I think that's our generation can't handle how long it is, because it can be a whole day. But I think they're trying to change that in London. It's not as long. We would revamp it every year to make it more appealing. We would have dancers, actors, actually, yeah, musicians. I was thinking musicians, not musicians, but musicians. Just a nice event that we put on, so that we come together. We're not the generation that cook, if that makes sense. Our parents like to cook and have parties that have a lot of family, whereas our generation we like to dance and sing. So we bring the two together, so that the whole family's capable.
No way, no way. Oh, daddy, your name is Satana. Jehovah Yahweh, Jehovah Shammah. I tell you, will be forever.
My name is Angola. Before Christmas, we all prepare. Everybody's in Angola in a rush. We cook a traditional meal. Which is called cozido bacalhau, which is made by fish, and also we do lots of handmade cakes. We have a cake which is called bolo rei, which is very traditional. All night partying, eating, and the next day will be the best, the big day, which is that they eat the most they have, and they share Christmas presents. And from there, normally we have table set with food, and they stay there for started on 24th and the finish on the 6th of January. And we have lots of nuts, cashew nuts. Cashew nuts we use on Christmas especially, and has to be either roasted or oiled. But on the Christmas day we have to have cashew butter. Yes, for example, kids sometimes they are very shocked to play roles in schools, in companies, and the government they program and they produce like those type of things for kids as well. We do have a recipe. They use clay, mud and clay to form all those little characters. Very beautiful. They have very good ideas when they try to create recipe.
Hello, my name is Tino Orsini. I was born in Naples, just outside Naples in Italy, and I was raised in London.
Nascette lume sia tabierno poveriello, nuvoi e nasiniello, pembra sera, oi pembra sera, nuvoi e nasiniello, pembra sera.
Yes, I mean, as well as similar traditions to the UK, like the tree and so forth, there are some very Italian traditions, and being so, the food is very important to us, consisting of meat and pasta and dessert, being the panettone, which is it's a soft, fruity sponge cake, which is served for dessert for Christmas. There's also La Befana, which is an old witch who comes on a broom on the 6th of January, and she'll give the good children presents, and the naughty children she'll give coal. Also we have the zamboniari, which are bagpipes and flute players. They dress in colourful costumes of sheepskin vests, breeches, long cloaks, and they travel from their homes in the Abruzzi mountains to entertain people at the shrines. Now the manger, which you can see behind me, the crib, is very, very important in the area where I'm from, in Naples. In fact, we have a whole neighbourhood of Naples where the ornaments are for sale throughout the year, and they're very elaborate, handcrafted, and beautiful little statuettes of Mary and Joseph and the baby Jesus, and all the animals and the three wise kings, the stars. And these cribs, we call them presepio, are very beautiful.
It depends on the individuals. When they live or spread all over the world, I think they will more and more lose these the belonging to these traditions.
The immigrant family, the family who are coming from another country, are losing these traditions.
I don't really agree with that because, for example, children, even migrants in school, they are involving at workshops, for example, making decorations. They learn Christmas song. They are involved in the Christmas event.
We're not the generation that cook, if that makes sense. Like, our parents like to cook and have parties that have a lot of family, whereas our generation, we like to dance and sing and whatever. So we bring the two together so that, you know, the whole family's catered for. We would still cook, it's just that the emphasis is not on just cooking. Like, our parents are the kind of people that are like, yeah, you must eat, eat more, have more food, and we're just like, we eat and then that's it. We're good, kind of thing. And so we're not so focused on, because I feel like that's because of the role of a woman. Like, if she's a housewife, then she's literally cleaning and cooking, and so that's why she fusses over eating, because that's her role. Whereas our generation, we're doing other stuff. We're not necessarily going to be housewives, so we could be doing, like, I'm looking to do more entrepreneurial stuff. So I'm not going to be in the kitchen. Not to say I won't cook, because I have to cook, because my parents make sure I cook, but the focus will not just be eating for Christmas. So that's why we like to do it in other ways, other mediums, which is like dancing and stuff like that. But cooking is always covered, it's just not the emphasis anymore. Before it would literally just be singing, gospel and food, eating food. But now it's like we have a whole new dynamics where we actually do showcases on talent. So it's about updating really, like how we celebrate Christmas or how we celebrate major events basically.
Because of influence in the country, and the Christmas are different in Europe. That's why they start losing their habit and their past culture.
Yeah, unfortunately I do, because I just see every year it just gets more and more about, you know, the commercial side of it.
I don't know if it could be, I can't say that, no.
I think it's important to know what people used to do for Christmas and what people do now. But yes, for knowing what people were doing, they have to. It must have a workshop or that show what people used to do.
Yes, I believe like the government, they try to not to lose the traditions, they try to maintain, but because of influence of some people, they leave abroad and they come, and the young parents, they try to brought their kids in the more European form than to the traditional Angolan Christmas.
Definitely, yeah. Any endeavour which has a group communicating with each other and formulating ideas, I think is great.
Yeah. On one hand, modern technology like the social media can achieve that. But on the other hand, I think to be real together, or to go into a museum and to do their handcraft, a workshop on handcrafting, that is a good way to bring people back to these traditions. It must be complementing each other.
Yes, definitely, because today there is several social networks like Facebook, Twitter, and they are using it to share the tradition, and I think it's very helpful to do this.
Yeah, for example, in YouTube we can see all the tradition, for example the nativity scene or the Christmas song, we can learn it.
I think not, because a tradition is something you do, it's not something you read. So reading it won't enforce it, and even if you did read it, you won't know how authentic it is, because you've never experienced it. And so I think if anything, the only way to maintain tradition is to have the next generation do it and then promote it, if that makes sense. I think the only way the internet can help is if they're basically promoting something that's already happening, kind of thing. Because reading it it has no significance to you because you're not involved in it.
No, I don't think so. This is one of the reasons why people change a lot, because they see from other countries that they try to imitate and they do the same as the other countries.
Yeah, I believe. I mean, even doing my research for this presentation today, I mean, I googled and I found out some stuff I didn't know myself. The great thing about internet, you have access to information from all over the world.
Workshops, exchanges, perhaps volunteer.
Because France is a very multicultural country, I think, I give the example of school. In school, all pupils are sharing their way of celebrating Christmas. So that, I think, is very cool, and I think that's a way to preserve tradition of Christmas.
I think because obviously in London we're very multicultural and cosmopolitan, and so we have a lot of different communities. Like if you go to Vauxhall, there's a Portuguese community there, and it's really about finding where the community is and ensuring that the community has what's it called, events and stuff like that. So like for example, Nigerian communities in Peckham or Hackney, so you can just go there and see what stuff they have there. If you don't have one in your, because I live in Mitcham, which is like near Streatham to you. There's not many Nigerian people there. So it's really about getting in touch with people that have the same culture as you and then doing something with those people, kind of thing. So it's just being aware about these things, I think, will help maintain the kind of tradition. So, yeah.
Well, I think parents they have to keep their kids with to show them and to try to tell them to preserve the old culture, the way we had our business. They should do that.
I think it boils down to communication between the older generation and the new generation. I think we're losing that. We're always on our phones, or we're always on our mobiles, we're always on the internet. It's good in a way, but in another way we lose more face-to-face contact. And so less communication. And so, you know, things get lost in that, and I think it's important that we maintain, you know, just speaking from one person to another.
It's a good idea to bring together the generations at school in a workshop. I do this with a colleague in my town, and it is successful.
I think it's a good thing that all people share and talk to the youngsters about their traditions, because I think like 40 years ago they were celebrating Christmas in a very different way that we actually do it.
It's very important to involve old people. Workshops between old people and young people, and they exchange about how older people used to celebrate Christmas when they were young, and how young people celebrate Christmas now.
Especially if we live in London, because everyone's living away from their country, so there's no system to maintain it. And I think one good way to maintain the system is to have, you know, grandparents or elders or seniors to say this is not authentic, you know, Italian food or whatever. This is just British people making Italian food. They're able to sniff out what's real or not.
Yes, to let them know what the program is doing, and they try to invite young generation to come to these workshops and to those talks, to be the talks, and teach them how even do a preparation of small Christmas at the workshop, and teach them how Christmas is supposed to be, the traditional one.
Not really. Must be a next step to create a culture to do this at schools, because the younger one will grow up and then they will take this, their good experiences of dealing in traditions into the society. That's a process.
I think yes, because like I said, it's a national event, so at the Christmas time the whole city become a Christmas city. Even for people who are migrant and don't celebrate Christmas at home, they will kind of celebrating Christmas outside their home.
Because I go to one church, but my dad's a pastor, so he has his church, and I don't go to his. His church is full of Nigerians, but the church that I go to is full of Ugandans. So it's predominantly Ugandan, and then you have Rwandese, you have Sudanese, you have Zambian, and then you have people like me that are Nigerian, then you have Ghanaian. So there's a black community in my church, but it's predominantly Ugandan kind of thing. And so now we're expanding more. We have a few Asian people, a couple white people, but because it's not culture-based, it's really God-based, it doesn't matter. Yeah, I think it depends where they go. If they go to a place that's really multicultural, or they go to a place that their focus is not on culture, then you're going to fit in, because it won't matter. Like if there's an event on singing, no one cares if you're Nigerian, Swedish, Indian, because you're all here to sing. Whereas if you're here to, do cultural stuff, then you're going to feel out of place.
We have Brazilian people, we have Portuguese people, we have English people there as well, French, almost all over them, and some people from Africa, from Asia as well. Nowadays there are lots of yes, they do sort of they participate and they like it as well. And because of all these parties going on all over the city, and all these movements, they are in part of that, they make part of that, and they like the costumes and the Christmas tradition.
Yes. No, I don't know.
I think it's very important to involve people in the risk of exclusion in the Christmas event.
I think in London it's very easy to find home. I think regardless of your background, whether senior or you left the country because of war, the minute you find someone that has a common language, you just feel at home, kind of thing. You don't need to even agree, because you found someone that you can relate to that has the same ideas, ideology, customs, etc. as you, and you're willing to be flexible as well. So I think they naturally, when you do find your community, you're able to add to it and be more proactive. I don't think it's forced.
Yes, I think so. Yeah, I mean, especially if you're not from here, and you are here for Christmas, for whatever reason, I think by including someone, it will make them feel more part of society.
I wish you all Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Merry Christmas to everyone. Have fun
Celebrating this family.
Bye.
Feliz Natal para todos. Happy Christmas to everyone.
Vi auguro un felice Natale con tutti voi, con la vostra famiglia.
Now this year his mood is kinda bad, His car and his ammo are his only friends. He's only giving presents to the dead. Santa Claus is on the loose. Santa Claus has paid his dues. Now it's bloody paper Christmas time. Bloody snow covers the streets, and in the night a church bell bloody chimes.